Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, today I am going to start my cordate series. In this series we are going to make some cordate pendants like this. Then I would be showing you how to make cordate necklace, cordate stud earring and cordate earring, and of course the cordate bracelet. And I'm going to start this series with this cordate pendant. Here I have made this corded pendant in pink color. This is flamingo pink color. Then I have made this in red, or you can say maroon color. In both these pendants I have used this beaded bail, and you can easily put in your pearl chain or any other gold or silver chain into this bail and use this pendant as a necklace. And in my another version I have added the pearls here, and I'll be showing you how to make a necklace with this type of pendant. So in my first video of this series we are going to make this corded pendant with beaded bail. So let us see what all material do we need to make this pendant. Friends, in our video we would be making our corded pendant in capri blue color. So for this I am using this 12 mm Rivoli crystal in capri blue color. I'll be using these 11 O's. These are Miyuki silver lined capri blue AB 11 O's. Here I'm using these Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 11 O's, and these are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 15 O's. I'll be using this 6SS size cup chain in light topaz color. This size of this cup chain is 6SS, and I'll be working with Miyuki thread and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, we would start making our corded pendant by bezeling our 12 mm Rivoli with peyote stitch. So for bezeling this, I'm going to pick up 28 11 capri blue on my needle. So here I have picked up 28 11 O's. Let us count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 and 28. Now I will bring these 11 O's towards the end of my thread like this and tie a double knot here. Like this. And now I will pass through all these 11 O's and bring this tail in between these 11 O's, pulling it very gently like this. And into these 11 O's. So this is our ring for making our bezel case, and now we would be doing our first row of peyote. So for this I am picking up one 11 capri blue. Here you can see that I am exiting through this 11 capri blue, and now I will skip this next one and pass through the other one like this. And this way you can see this 11 that I just added is sitting on the one that I skipped in between. Same way I'm going to pick up one 11 capri blue skip this bead and pass through the next one, and my 11 is sitting on the one that I just skipped. Again I'm picking up one 11 capri blue, skip this bead and pass through the next one, like this, and again my 11 that I just added is sitting on the one that I skipped in between. So the same way I'm going to add 11 all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last 11 of this round. And this is the look after adding the 11 and now I will step up into the first 11 that I added in this round. And now we can cut this tail off. After stepping up into this first 11, I'm picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through the next 11 capri blue that I added in the last round. Again I'm picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through the next 11 capri blue. Again picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through the next 11 capri blue. So this way I'm going to add 11 capri blue all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last 11 of this round. So after completing the second round, this is the look of a ring, and now we would be doing a third round in the same way. So I'm picking one 11 capri blue and pass through this next 11. Again picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through the next 11. Again picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through the next 11. So I'll be adding these 11 capri blue all through this round in this third row. Now I'm adding this last 11 of this round like this and stepping up into the first 11 that I added in this round. Now I will pull my thread like this. And here we have created the ring for our bezel case. And now I would be doing my fourth row with these 15 champagne. So here I have picked up one 15 champagne and passed through this next 11 capri blue, like this. Again pick up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 capri blue. Now I'm picking up my third 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 capri blue, and this way I'm going to add all these 15 champagne all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last 15 champagne of this round like this. And I've stepped up into the first 15 champagne that I added, and now I'm going to place my Rivoli into this bezel case very carefully, very gently here. So here I have placed my Rivoli into the bezel case. Now after placing our Rivoli crystal, this is the look from the front side, and now we would be doing one more round of 15 champagne. So for this I'm picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne like this. Again I'll pick up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. Again picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. So this way I'm going to add these 15 champagne all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last 15 champagne of this round. Like this. And now before creating the heart shape over this on the top of this Rivoli crystal, I'm going to close the bezel case for this. As I'm exiting through this 15 champagne, I'm going to pass through this 11 Capri blue into these two Capri blues and into this 11 Capri blue. Now here I have reached the back side of my bezel case, and now we are going to close it. As you can see, I'm exiting through this 11 Capri blue. Now I have picked up one 11 champagne and I will pass through this next 11 Capri blue like this. Now I will skip the next one. I'm not adding any bead here. And now again I'm picking up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 Capri blue. Again I'm skipping the next one. I'm picking up one 11 champagne and pass through the next 11 Capri blue. So this way we are going to add these 11 champagne by following this pattern. One 11 champagne skipping the beat, one 11 champagne skipping the beat, all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 11 champagne. Like this, and pass through this next 11 Capri blue without adding any bead and stepping up into the first 11 champagne that I added in this round. So after adding these 11s, this is the look. Now I am picking up one 11 Capri blue and pass through this next 11 champagne like this. Again I am picking up one 11 Capri blue and pass through this next 11 champagne, and this way I am going to add these 11 Capri blue all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 11 Capri blue and stepped up into the first 11 like this. And now after stepping up into the first 15 Capri blue, I am picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 Capri blue. Again I am picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 Capri blue. And this way I am going to add these 15 champagne all through this round. Here I am adding my last 15 champagne and stepping up into the first 15 champagne that I added in this round like this. Now I'm going to do one more round with 15 champagne. So for this I'm picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. Again picking up one 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. And this way I'm going to add 15 champagne all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last 15 champagne and stepping up into the first 15 that I added, and now I'll be passing through all these 15s that I added in the last round without adding any bead in between. Here we are going to close our bezel case, so we would be passing through all these 7 15s that we have added in the last round twice. This way. So here we have closed our bezel case, and now into the next 15, and we are going up towards the front side. So I'll be passing through all these beads, these 11 O's, into these 11 O's, here, this 11 O above it, into the 11 O and the 15 O champagne. So we have reached the front side, and now we would be creating the heart shape over here. And now after exiting through this 15 O champagne, I will pass through this next 15 O champagne, and now here I'm going to create the bottom of my heart shape. So after exiting through this 15 O, I will pass straight away through the next one and bring the two beads closer, and now I will go down through this 15 O, and we have to skip 1, 2, 3 and 4 beads here. So I will just pass through these beads diagonally here. So here I just went down here, now I will move up. So this way I skipped one bead here, now into this bead down here, and the next 15 O up here. So now I have skipped 2, again this 15 O down here, and the next 15 O up. So here I have skipped 1, 2 and 3 beads after creating this base, this bottom tip, and now fourth one down and up diagonally into these two 15 O's like this. So you can see after creating this tip, I skipped 1, 2, 3 and 4 15 O's, 4 beads, and now I will pass through this next 15 O directly without going down or adding any bead. And now I'm going to add 1, 2 and 3 15 O's here. So this is my first 15 O champagne, second 15 O champagne, and my third 15 O champagne. Now you can see this second 15 O that I just added lies in a straight line with this tip that I created here, this bottom tip. You can see this, they lie in a straight line. So this is exactly above on the top of it, or you can say this is exactly at the bottom of this center tip. And now after adding these 3 15 O's, I am exiting through this 15 O champagne, and I will pass directly into the next one. And now again I am going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 15 O's by passing through these 15 O's diagonally as we did on the other side, like this. So I skipped 1, passing diagonally into these 2, skip 2 into these 2, here skip 3 and into these 2. So I just skipped 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now I have reached the tip. So I'm passing through the 2 beads straight away. Same way I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 and pass through this 15 O. So this is 1, 2, 'If you can't pass through the 2 together, You can pass through them one by one. So just pass through. This is 3, and into this 4th one, directly into the next, the 5th one, stepping up into the first 15 that I just added, picking up 1 champagne and pass through the next one, again picking up 1 champagne and pass through the next one. Now in this round I have added 2 15s, and now I'm going down the same way. After exiting through this 15, I'm moving up into these 2 together, and the same way I'll go down to the tip, so this is 1. Here I skipped 1, this one is 2, this is 3, and this one is 4. And into the tip directly here, like this. Now I will pass through all these beads and reach here. I'll be passing through these beads diagonally as we did previously, and reach this bead here, the first 15 that we added on the top. Here the first 15 out of the 3s that we added on the top. Now here you can see that I have reached this 15 out of these 3s, 1, 2 and 3, the first 15 out of the 3, and now I'm stepping up into the first 15 that I added in the last round, and now I'm picking up 1 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. So this way we have created this heart shape, and now I will move up through these 15s like this, into this 15 champagne, into this first 11, second 11, and into the third 11 capri blue. So this is the look. So here we have just created the bezel of our Rivoli crystal, and we've just created this heart shape just as we did in our pink pendant here. Now if you want, you can leave this center part as it is, or if you want, you can embellish it as I have done in this green pendant. So in this video I'm going to embellish the edge as I have done in this green pendant. So for this, as we just exit from this 11 capri blue, I'm going to pick up 1 capri blue and pass through this next 11 capri blue. Again I'm going to pick up 1 capri blue and pass through the next 11 capri blue. Again picking up 1 capri blue and pass through this next 11 capri blue, and this way I'm going to add these 11s all through this round. Now friends, here I'm adding my last 11 capri blue, and this is the look after adding these 11s. And now I will step up into the first 11 capri blue, and now I'm picking up 2 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 that we added just now. Again I'm picking up 2 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 Capri Blue. Again picking up 2 15 Champagne and pass through this next 11 Capri Blue, and this way I'm going to add these 15 Champagne all through this round. Now here I'm adding my last pair of 15 and stepping up into the first pair of 15, and this is the look. And now I would be passing through all these 15 and 11 once again, just to reinforce and give a nice round finish to my earring. So I'll be passing through all these 11 and 15 like this. I'll be passing through all these beads and come back. Now after passing through all these beads twice, this is the look. And right now I'm exiting through these 15 Champagne, and now I will pass through this 11 and into this 11 underneath, into these 2 11 and here I will tie a knot in between these 2 11 like this, into these 2 11 this 11 Capri Blue and the 11 Champagne. Now again I will tie a knot and into this 11 Capri Blue, into this 11 Champagne and 11 Capri Blue, and into the 11 Champagne. And now we can cut this thread off, and here we have completed the center part of our cordate earring, this center part with heart shape on the bezel. And here I am showing you two ways. In our red pendant I have not embellished the edge of our central part, and in this green pendant I have done this. So you can see the difference in both the pendants. You can either keep it like this without embellishing the edges, or you can make it like this by embellishing the edges. So both looks great, so it depends on you which one you choose. But in this video we are doing it this way, so I have embellished the edge of this bezel case. Now after completing the central part for our pendant, our corded pendant, we would be making the outer heart shape for our corded pendant, and for making this outer heart shape we would be using cubic right angle weave. And for making our cubic right angle weave chain, I'm going to pick up 4 11 first and bring them down towards the end of my thread and tie a double knot like this. And now I will pass through all these 4 11 pulling in this tail in between these 11 like this. So this way into this first 11. So this is the first wall for our first cubic component. As we all know that there are 6 walls in a cube, so just like that cube we are going to create 6 walls for our cubic component. So here we have completed the first wall, and now we are going to make the second wall, and for this I am picking up 3 11os and I would be passing through this 11o, and here I have made the second wall for my cubic component like this, up into the 11o on the corner. So we have created 2 walls, and now we are going to create the third wall by picking up 3 11os and pass through this 11o like this. So we just created 3 walls, and now into these 2 11os. So here we have 3 walls for our cubic component, and now we would be making the fourth wall by joining the ends of this first and the third wall. So for joining this, first of all I will bring the 2 ends closer like this, and now I will pick up 1 11o capri blue and pass through the other end like this, and pick up 1 11o capri blue and pass through the first one like this. So here we have created our fourth wall like this, and now we will move towards the top of this, and here on the top you can see we have 1 2 3 and 4 11os, and we will be passing through all these 4 11os, top 4 11os of 4 walls that we just created. So we would be passing through all these 4 11os, and here we have created the fifth wall on the top. And now we will move down. So this was the fourth 11o on the top. Now we are going to move down through this 11o and into the opposite one like this. Flip our draw component, and again we have 1 2 3 and 4 11os, so we are going to pass through all these 4 11os to create our sixth wall. So third and fourth 11o again into the first one. So here we have created the sixth wall. So this is our first cubic component, and now this sixth wall will become the base for our second draw component. So now this has become the first wall for our second draw component, and we are going to create our second, third, fourth and fifth wall on top of it, and sixth would be the one that would join the top 4 11os of all these 4 walls. So here we are going to create the second wall by picking up 3 11os and passing through this 11o, moving into the next 11o of the base, Here we can cut this tail off very carefully. Now, so this was our second wall. Now we are going to create the third wall over this. So now we already have two 11 O's, 1 and 2. So I'm picking up 2 more and pass through these 2 like this. So we have created the third wall. Moving into the next one, again pick up 2 11 O's and pass through these 2 11 O's. So we have created our fourth wall. Moving into the fourth 11 O at the base. Hold it carefully, and here we have 1, 2 and 3 11 O's, and moving up through this one. So I'm going to pick up only one 11 O, as we already have 3 11 O's here. So I will pick up only one 11 O and pass through all these 3 11 O's. Like this. So we have created the fifth wall, and now moving up into this 11 O, I will pass through all these 11 O's, 4 11 O's on the top. These 4 11 O's, and this is the sixth wall of my second claw component. So here we have made 2 claw component, and now this sixth wall, that is the top wall of my second claw component, will become the base for our third claw component. So here I'll be making my third claw component in the same way. Again I'm going to create 4 walls and pass through all the top 4 11 O's to make the sixth wall. So this was my first wall. I'm making the second wall by picking up these 3 11 O's and passing through this one like this into the next 11 O of the base. Pick up 2 11 O's and pass through these 2 11 O's like this. So this is our third wall. Into the next 11 O, pick up 2 11 O's into the 2 11 O's here. So this is our fourth wall into the last 11 O of the base, and here I have stepped up into the first, into this 11 O of the second wall, and here for making the fifth wall we have 1 2 3 11 O's. So I'm going to pick up only one and pass through all these 3 11 O's like this. Moving up, and passing through all these 3 11 O's, sorry 4 11 O's. So here we have completed 1 2 3 claw components, and the base, this is the top of the third claw component, and this will become the base for our fourth claw component. Now for making this outer heart shape for our cordate pendant, we need 16 claw component chain in blue and 16 claw component chain in galvanized champagne color. But first of all we are going to make only 9 claw component in this chain. Then we will be adding the claw components in champagne color, and then again we are going to add in blue color. So let us first complete this 9 claw component chain. Here we have completed 3 claw component chain. You can count 1 2 and 3. So we are going to complete 6 components more and come back. Now here I have completed my 9 cross component chain. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And now we are going to make our next component. That component would be the tip of our pendant here, as we have done in this pendant. So we are going to create the tip, and for this I will pick up 3 11 champagne and pass through this 11 capri blue. So this was the base for our next cross component, and now this was our first wall on this component. In fact, the second wall. First was this base and this is the second wall, and now we are making the third wall. And for third wall we need 2 blue and 2 galvanized champagne. So here I have 1 blue and 1 galvanized champagne. So I will pick up 1 capri blue and 1 11 champagne. So here this is 11 capri blue and 1 11 galvanized champagne, and pass through these two 11s like this. So this is the third wall with 2 galvanized champagne and 2 11 capri blue. Moving on to the third 11 at the base, and now we are going to create the fourth wall. The base was the first wall, this was the second, and we just made the third, and now we are going to make the fourth wall. And for this fourth wall I'm picking up 2 11 capri blue and pass through these two 11 capri blue like this. And now into the fourth 11 of the base, and now we are going to make the fifth wall. So here in the fifth wall we have 2 11 capri blue and 1 11 champagne, and in this wall we need 2 11 capri blue and 2 11 champagne. So I'm picking up 1 11 champagne and pass through these two 11 capri blue and into the 11 champagne and on the top like this. Now we would be passing through all these 4 11s on the top like this. And we would be creating our cross component over this raw component. So this will become the base for our next chain with 11 champagnes. Here with 3 11s, this side with 3 11 champagne would become the base for our champagne side, 11 champagne side cross chain. So for this I am picking up 3 11 champagne and pass through this 11 champagne. So this was the base, that is the first wall. Now this is the second wall. Moving into the next 11, again I will pick up 2 11 champagne and pass through these two 11s. So this is the third wall. Now into the 11 capri blue I will pick up 2 11 champagne and pass through this 11 champagne and the 11 capri blue like this. So this was the fourth wall, and into the fifth wall we have 3 11 champagne. So I'm going to pick up 1 11 champagne and pass through all these 4 all 11s like this. And now I'll be passing through all the 4 11s on the top like this. So we just created the first claw component for our champagne 11 champagne side, and here you can see we just created this base with two 11 blues on the blue side and two 11 champagne on the 11 champagne side. So this has become the sides, this one and this one. It became the side, and on the on the three 11 champagne side we just created this claw component with 11 champagnes, and now we would be making our 11 champagne claw components with this base. For making my next claw component, again I'm picking up 3 11s. So this is my base, that is my first wall, and now I'm creating the second wall into this 11, picking up 2 11 champagne and pass through these 2 11s, into the third 11, pick up 2 11 champagne and pass through these 2 11s, and now for this next wall we have 3 11 champagne, 1 2 and 3, so I'm going to pick up only one and pass through all these 11s, like this, and up into this 11, and now we are going to pass through all these 4 11s on the top, like this. So friends, this way we are going to make these claw components with 11 champagnes, and here we would be needing 16 claw components. We will count from here, this inner part. This is our first claw component, the second one, and we would be making 14 more and come back, as we need 16 claw components. So here we have completed 2, we would be making 14 more and come back. So friends, here I have completed 16 claw component chain with these 11 champagne. Let us count 1 2 3 4. Here we are going to count from this inner component, this inner 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 and 16. So here we have completed 16 claw component chain with 11 champagne. Now you can see this is the angle, and now we are going to make a Z with this. So here we made this way, and now we are going to create a chain on this side. So here on this 11, we are going to add blue, capri blue 11 11s, and here right now I'm exiting through this one. So here I'll be adding 11 champagne. So for this I'll pick up 3 11 champagne and pass through this 11 into the next 11 of the base, and now I will pick up here, this would be the side. So I already have 2 11 champagne here, so I'll be adding 2 11 capri blue. So I have picked up 2 11 capri blue, and I will be passing through these 2 11 capri blue like this. Now into the next side I will pick up 2 11 capri blue. This would be the base for our capri blue claw chain. So here we are going to add all these 3 11 capri blue and into the last one like this, up through this 11 champagne. I already have two 11 champagne here, so I'm going to pick up only one 11 capri blue and pass through these three 11s like this, up into all these four 11 champagne and 11 blue seed beads like this. So here you can see this. So as we have done here on this tip, two 11 blues here and two 11 champagne here. So this was the tip, or you can say the corner. Again on this side, this we have created the corner. So here we have two 11 champagne and two 11 blue, and this will make a way for our cross chain with 11 capri blue. So this is the side, you can see, and here this will be the base. We have to create this cross chain over this. So here we have three blues and one champagne, and this is the outer side and the other side. So here again you can see this. On the other side also we have two blues and two 11 champagne. Same way we have two 11 champagne and two 11 blues. So this will mark the corner of our heart shape. Now we are going to make our cross chain with 11 blues over this raw component. So for this I will move up into this 11 capri blue, and this would be the base for my next cross component. So this is the base, or you can say the first ball. I'll be creating second, third, fourth and fifth ball over here, and sixth would be the one that would join the top four 11s of these walls. So now I'm making my second wall, and for this I'm picking up three 11 capri blue and pass through this 11. Now into the next 11 of the base like this, pick up two 11 capri blue and pass through these two 11 capri blue. So this is my next wall. Into this 11 champagne. Here again we are going to pick up two 11 capri blue and pass through this 11 capri blue and this 11 champagne like this. And now into this fourth 11 of the base, and here we have all three 11 capri blue. So I'm picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through all these three 11 capri blue like this, up through this 11, moving up into all these four 11 capri blue, like this, and into the first one. So here this is our first cross component of capri blue color. And now here half chain is here, and we are going to make half blue chain here. We already made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 cross component here, and this one will be counted as 10th. And now this is our 10th cross component, as we need 16 in all cross components. So here we have 9 and this is our 10th, and I'm going to make 5 more cross component here, and 16th would be the one that would join these two ends, the two ends of these blues here, that will join the two ends. So here I have made the 10th component. I'll be making 5 more crow components and come back. So here I have created 15 crow components. So this was the 10th one after counting 9 from here. This was our 10th one, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And now you can see this is the shape of our crow chain, this Z, and now we are going to make it into our heart shape. And for this we are going to keep it this way and bring this corner at the bottom and make a heart this way. I'll show you once again. So this way, this is our Z, and this one with 9 components, we are going to keep it on the top and bring this corner at the bottom like this. And now we are going to join these two ends, and this would be our 16th crow component. Very carefully we have to hold these together. Just check, it should go this way, and these two 11's should lay together like this. And here right now I'm exiting through this 11, so let us just see once again this way, and here I'm exiting through this 11, and now I will pick up one 11 capri blue and pass through this 11 on the other end. Again I'm picking up one 11 capri blue and pass through this 11 like this. This way. And like this, we are going to join these two ends like this. And now we will move towards the next side into this 11, and here you can see on this side we already have 1, 2, 3 11's. So here I will pick up one 11 capri blue and pass through this 11 of the other end like this. Bring them closer down into this 11, into this one, and into the next one. On the next side also you can see we have 1, 2 and 3 11's. Again I will pick up one 11 capri blue and pass through all these 3 11's like this into this one at the base and into this last one on the fourth side. Now here on the fourth side you can see we have all 4 11's, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are just going to pass through all these 4 11's. And into these two. So here into this one and into this one on the top. So this is our heart shape. So here you can see that we have created our heart shape for the outer part of our pendant. And right now I'm exiting through this 11O, which is on the inner part, and I will move up into the 11O on the outer part like this. Into this 11O, and now I will move up into these 11Os. Here I'm going to pass through all these 11Os to reach on this edge, because here we are going to add our cup chain. So I'm passing through all these 11Os like this. Through this one, into these two 11Os, into these two, into these two, and into this 11O capri blue, into this 11O champagne, and into this 11O champagne, the corner one. So here we have reached this 11O champagne now, and now we are going to add our embellishment of cup chain over it. Now here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. We need 18 cup chains, 18 cups in our chain to add to this outer part or this heart. So we are going to take 20 cup chains, 20 cups in our chains. So here I have picked up my cup chain. Here I'll be picking up only 20 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So I will just remove these 2 cups from this chain, and now I'm going to use this cup chain to embellish my heart shape. And here, as you can see, I'm exiting through this 11O champagne, and now I will place my cup chain this way, and this attachment, this link should lie on the top of this 11O champagne. So after placing this link over the top of this 11O champagne, I'm going to pass through the same 11O champagne once again. Very carefully we have to place this. Hold it like this. I'm going to take one more pass just to reinforce like this. So here I have attached this link over this 11O champagne. Now moving through this 11O capri blue into this 11O capri blue. Now again placing this link over this bead and pass through the same bead. Hold the thread and pass through this 11 O. Now moving through the next 11 O capri blue, and into this 11 O capri blue, which would lie under this cup chain like this. Now placing it over, placing the link over this, and now bringing my thread over the cup chain, holding it, very carefully placing it over this and passing through this 11 O underneath. Hold the thread here like this. Again moving into this next 11 O capri blue, this 11 O capri blue that would lie under the cup chain. Place the cup chain over it, place the thread and pass through the 11 O underneath like this. Moving through the next 11 O like this. Again into this 11 O underneath the cup chain. Place the cup chain over it, place the thread over the cup chain and pass through the 11 O underneath the cup chain. Like this. So here you can see that I have attached the cup chain here this way, and we are going to attach this cup chain same way till we reach this last 11 O capri blue. Now here I have added my cup chain, and now after adding this last cup with this blue 11 O, I am passing through this 11 O capri blue and into this 11 O champagne, this one, and now I will place my thread over this cup chain, again pass through this 11 O champagne, the same 11 O champagne. Again here, as this is the end, this is the last one, so I will take 2 passes just as we did in the beginning like this. And now I will move up. After exiting through this 11 O champagne, I will move up into this 11 O champagne and into the next one like this. And now here, after adding this cup chain over these blue 11 Os, this would be the look. And now we are going to remove the extra cups from this chain, these 2, and for this I have taken this needle. This is the stronger one. You can take the size 10 needle here, and very gently I am going to pull up these like this, and here push, here we are going to pull these 2 ends of this cup very gently and remove it like this. Same way we are going to remove this cup. We are going to open up these like this. this way, and now very gently pull the two ends of this cup, and very gently we are going to remove this cup. Like this. So this is the look. And now after removing these cup chain, you can see that right now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, and now I'll be adding these 11 O's and 15 O's in between these 11 O's just to cover this gap and give this heart a nice shape. So I'm going to pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this next one. Again I will pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O champagne. Again pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O champagne. So this way I'm going to add 7 11 O champagne. Here I have added 1 2 3, and I'll be adding 4 more and come back. So here I have added my 7 11 O champagnes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and now I'll be adding 15 O champagne. So here I have picked up one 15 O champagne. Again picking up one 15 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O champagne. Again picking up one 15 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O champagne. And this way I'm going to add in all 9 15 O champagne till I reach here. Now here I'm adding my 9th 15 O champagne, and I'll be passing through this 11 O champagne to which we attach this cup chain like this. So this is our 9th 15 O champagne, and pull your tight. Here we have to pull our thread very gently. Don't pull it too tight, just a little bit, so that we get this nice heart shape here. And now again I'm picking up one 15 O champagne and pass through this 11 O Capri blue, and this way we are creating this tip here. Now after adding this 15 O champagne, I'm going to add 9 more 15 O champagne on this side, counting from this one. This is my first 15 O. We won't be counting this one, this tip 15 O. We will start counting from here. This is my first 15 O, second 15 O champagne, third 15 O champagne, like this. And here I have added 3. I'll be adding 6 more and come back. Now I have added these 9 15 O's, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, and now I'll be adding 11 O champagne. So here is my first 11 O, second 11 O. Now here again I'll be adding 7 11 O's as I did on this side till I reach this one. Now here I have added 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 11 O's, and here you can see I have reached the tip here. And now at the bottom tip I'm going to add this 11 O champagne Right now I'm exiting through this 11 Capri Blue, and now I will pass through this 11 Champagne, this one, and this way created this tip, and this is the look. Now after adding this 11 Champagne at the tip, right now I'm exiting through this 11 Champagne, as you can see, and now I will pass through this 11 Champagne into this 11 Champagne, into this 11 Champagne, into this 11 Champagne, this one, and this. And now you can see that I have reached the tip on the back side, and here I'm going to add 11 Champagne as I did on the front side. So here, this way. So this is the tip at the back side, and now after adding this tip, I'll be adding 7 11 Champagnes. This is my first 11 Champagne, second 11 Champagne, and this way I'll be adding 7 11 Champagne. So here I have added 2, I'll be adding 5 more and come back. So here I have added 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 11s, and now I'll be adding 15 Champagne. So here is my first 15 Champagne, second 15 Champagne, like this, and I'll be adding 7 more 15 Champagne till I reach this point here. Here I have added 2, I'll be adding 7 more, as we have to add in all 9 11 Champagne till we reach this point. So here I have added 9 15 Champagne, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, and now I'll be adding the tip. So for this I'm picking up 1 15 Champagne and pass through this next 11 Champagne like this, and now again counting from this one, my first one, again I'll have to add 9 15 Champagne. So here I added my first 15 Champagne, I'll be adding 8 more and come back. So here I added 9 15 Champagne, counting from this one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, and now I'll be adding 7 11 Champagne. So this is my first 11 Champagne, and I'll be adding 6 more and come back. So here I just added 7 11s, counting from my first one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 11 Champagne, and this is the look from the back side. And right now I'm exiting through this 11 Champagne. Now after exiting through this 11 Champagne at the tip, I will move toward the front side. So for moving toward the front side, I'll be passing through this next 11 Capri Blue into this 11 Capri Blue, into this 11 Capri Blue, into this 11, into this 11 Capri Blue, and through this 11 underneath the cup chain, and into this 11 Capri blue. Now you can see that I am exiting through this 11 Capri blue, and now I will move up into these 11 and into the 15. Don't pull the thread too hard here. Very gently we have to pass through all these 11 and 15. Like this. Into the 11, 15, and into these 11, 15, 11, and here I have reached this top or tip at the top of our heart shape like this. And now we would be attaching our Rivoli bezel here like this, and for this we are going to pick up one 11 champagne, and here if you will see, this is the center top, and we are going to pass through this 11 Capri blue at the center top like this. Again pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this 15 champagne like this. Once again I'll be passing through all these 4 beads, 11 champagne and 11 Capri blue like this. And into this 11 champagne and 15 champagne. So here we have attached the top, and now again passing through these into this one like this. Now after attaching it the top, here I will move toward this side to attach these two, the bezel and the heart shape, and so I'll pass through this 11 Capri blue and into this 11 Capri blue. So this is the first one. After attaching this to the top, this is the first one. Same way I will pass through these two. So this is the first one, second, third, fourth and fifth. So I need to exit through this fifth one. So just now I'm exiting through the second one, and this is the third one, fourth and fifth. So here you can see counting from this 11 just next to the one attached to the top. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I'm exiting through this fifth 11 Capri blue, and now I will pick up one 11 champagne, and counting from this one, this 11 on the heart shape, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I will attach this 11 to this one. So here after picking up this 11 champagne, I will be passing through this fourth 11 Capri blue on the outer heart shape, this one like this. Again picking up one 11 champagne, I will go back into this 11 Capri blue and passing through all these 4 beads once again into this one, into this 11 capri blue, into this 11 champagne, and into this 11 capri blue, like this. So here I have attached this to the outer heart shape, and now I will move out through this. So this is my first 11, the second 11, now you can see the second 11 is at the bottom tip, and now I will move up into the third 11. So we have to skip these 3 11s. After attaching this 11, we have to skip 1, 2 and 3 11s, and now I'll be passing through the 4th one. Now I'm exiting through this 4th 11, and I will be attaching this to the outer heart shape. If we count this 11 from the top, so this was the top, and counting from this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the 5th one we will be attaching. And now again I'm going to pick up one 11 champagne, and here counting from this, the starting row 11, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I will be passing through this 11 champagne, this one, which is a part of our raw component. Here you can see this is the part of our raw component, so I'll be passing through this 11. I'm not passing through the ones that I attached in the last round. This is the one that is making this raw component. So once again I'm picking up one 11 champagne and going back into this 11 capri blue, like this, and once again I'll be passing through all these elevenos, like this. So here you can see that we have attached our Rivoli bezel from the front side, and now going down through this 11 into this 11, now I'll be moving toward the back side of the same raw component. So here after exiting through this 11, I will pass through this one into this 11 and into this 11 and into these 2 11s at the back, and this 11. So here you can see I have just reached this 11 at the back of the one I attached to the bezel. So here you can see, and now I will attach this 11 to this one, the outer embellishment, this 11 at the outer embellishment, and we are going to pass through this 11 capri blue, like this. Here I'm not adding any bead, and into the 11 champagne once again, like this. Again into this 11 capri blue, like this. And now I will pass through these two 15 O's into this 11 O and into this 11 O. So here after attaching this 11 O capri blue, I just pass through 1, 2, 11 O capri blue and this third 11 O capri blue, this one is the bottom tip and we will be skipping this one. And now I will pass through these two pairs of 15 O's and into the fourth 11 O capri blue. So if you will count from here, the one attached to this 11 O, this is 1, 2 and 3. So we are skipping 1, 2 and 3 11 O's, and right now I'm exiting through the fourth one and I'll be attaching this to this fourth 11 O capri blue, counting from here 1, 2, 3 and 4. And at the front also we attach the fourth 11 O, and at the back also we are going to attach the fourth one like this, into this, again into this one and into this 11 O capri blue. And now I will move to the top. So here I'm skipping 1, 2, 3 and 4, so this is the fourth 11 O, and I'll be attaching this fifth one to this tip. So once again here you can see we attached this 11 O, and now counting from this one 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is the fifth one which I am going to attach to this tip. Like this. Once again. Into the 11 O. And into this 15 O. Like this. And now into this 11 O capri blue. Again into the 11 O capri blue, into this 11 O capri blue, and now I'm going to embellish it from the outer side. So for this I will pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O champagne on the edge like this. Again pick up one 11 O champagne, pass through this next 11 O capri blue, pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this 11 O capri blue, like this. And in this way I'm going to add these 11 O champagne till I reach this 11 O capri blue at the bottom here. Now here I have attached these 11 O's on this outer edge, and now I'm exiting through this 11 O capri blue. Once again I'm going to pick up one 11 O champagne and pass through this next 11 O champagne So this is the tip, and now I'm picking up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 champagne. So this way I'm going to add these 11 champagne till I reach this point here on the top. So here I have attached these 11 O's, and right now I'm exiting through this 11 champagne, and now I will pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 capri blue like this. So this is the tip at the top, and now after exiting through this 11 capri blue, I will pass through this 11 capri blue, and the same way I'm going to add these 11 champagne on the front side. So here after exiting through this 11 capri blue, I will pass through this one, and again I'm going to pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 capri blue, again picking up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 capri blue, and this way I'll be adding these 11 capri blue all through this way into the tip and through all this champagne side, 11 champagne side, and I'll be adding it till I reach this side here. Now here after attaching these 11 O's all through this side, I have reached the tip. Same way I'm going to attach this 11 at the tip, and here you can see I'm passing through this 11 champagne to which we attach this cup chain. You can see this here like this, and now I will move further by adding these 11 O's, and now I'll be adding these 11 O's till I reach this 11 O on the top here. Now here I have reached this point here, and now here this is the center top, and here I'm picking up one 11 champagne and I'll pass through this next 11 capri blue like this, and picking up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 capri blue and into the next 11 champagne and into this next 11 capri blue. Now this is the finished look of our cordate pendant, and now this is the look from the front side and this is from the back side. And now we are going to attach the bail. Here I'll be showing you the beaded bail for this pendant. If you want, you can attach the ready-made bail. So here I'm exiting through this 11 capri blue. I will pass through this one into this 11 now into this 11 this 11 and these 4 11s, and now into the 11 champagne that we added in between these two 11s, 11 capri blue and 11 champagne like this. And now I'll be making the bail on the top on this and this 11 champagne. And now for making the bail, I will pick up 2 11 champagne, 1 11 capri blue and 1 11 champagne. So here these are the 4 beads: 2 11 champagne, 1 11 capri blue and 1 11 champagne, and bring them down like this. And now skipping these 3, I will go down through this first 11 capri blue, 11 champagne like this, and into this 11 champagne underneath like this. So this is the look here, and now I will move up into these 2 11 champagne, like this. Pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this 11 Capri blue, like this. Again pick up one 11 champagne, go down through this 11 champagne, like this. Move up into these two 11 champagne, like this. Now pick up one 11 champagne, two 11 Capri blue, and one 11 champagne. So here I have picked up one 11 champagne, two 11 Capri blue, and one 11 champagne, and pass through this first 11 champagne, like this, and into this 11 Capri blue, like this. Up through these two 11 champagne, like this. Now again pick up one 11 champagne and three 11 Capri blue and one 11 champagne. So here one 11 champagne, three 11 Capri blue, and one 11 champagne. And now I will pass through this 11 champagne, like this, into these two 11 Capri blue, like this. And now up into these two 11 champagne, like this. Now again we are going to pick up one 11 champagne and four 11 Capri blue and one 11 champagne. So these are one 11 champagne, four 11 Capri blue, and one 11 champagne. Same way I will go down through this 11 champagne into these three 11 Capri blue and into the two 11 champagne, like this. So here this way we are going to make the bail. So here we have reached the top. If you want to increase the size of the bail, you can add one more layer of five these 11 with two 11 champagne and five 11 in between. And now we would be going down towards the front side. So for this I will pick up one 11 champagne, four 11 Capri blue, and one 11 champagne. So the same set, one 11, four 11 Capri blue, and one 11 champagne. And here I will go down through this 11 champagne into these four 11 Capri blue and into the two 11 champagne, like this. Now we are going down this way, and now we would be going down and we will reduce the number of 11s in between. So for this, right now we took four 11 Capri blue, and now I will pick up one 11 champagne, and 3 11 Capri Blue and 1 11 Champagne. So these are the beads: 1 11 Champagne, 3 11 Capri Blue and 1 11 Champagne. Again, here you can see that I have flipped the pendant. So previously we were going through from right to left, and now you can see that you would be seeing it going from left to right as I have flipped the pendant. So here, going down into this 11 Champagne like this, into these 4 11 Capri Blue, and into the 2 11 Champagne like this. And now we have come down, as you can see this here, and now we will again pick up 1 11 Champagne, 2 11 Capri Blue and 1 11 Champagne. So these 4 beads, and I'm going down, sorry, you may say I'm going up into this 11 Champagne and into these 3 11 Capri Blue, again up through these 2 11 Champagne like this. Now picking up 1 11 Champagne, 1 11 Capri Blue and 1 11 Champagne, 3 beads. I'm going down into this 11 Champagne, into these 2 11 Capri Blue and up through these 2 11 Champagne. So this is the look. And now pick up 2 11 Champagne and going down through this 11 Champagne, through this 11 Capri Blue, up into these 2 11 Champagne like this. Now after exiting through this 11 Champagne, pick up 1 11 Champagne, and now I'll be passing through this 11 like this and up through this 11 that I added just now into the 11 Champagne, this one like this, again into these 2 11s like this, into the 11 Champagne, up through this 11 Champagne and into these 11s like this, into all these 11 Champagne down through this one, up through this 11 into these 11 O's, into the 11 O and into the 11 O's, this one, into this 11 O capri blue, into this 11 O. Now here we will be tying our knot. And pass through these 11 O's once again, just to reinforce. Again into these two 11 O's, into this 11 O. Here again we will tie a knot into these 11 O's, again into these 11 O's, to the 11 O capri blue, once again, tying a knot, and into these 11 O's like this. And now we can cut our thread off. So here we have just completed. You can bring this shape like this, and here we just completed our cordate pendant with this bail, and here I have made this pendant with the bail in two more colors. So these are two more colors, red, flamingo pink, and this one is in capri blue. And here you can attach any pearl chain or any gold or silver chain to your pendant, and it would look very gorgeous. And I hope you would love making these pendant and wearing them, and of course wearing them and gifting them to your friends and family. And friends, in my next video I'll be showing you the corded pendant with these pearls on the two sides, and I will be showing you how to make a necklace with this corded pendant. So please do subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you.